What's going on? I gotta record this video on the way out because on the way back it's gonna be quite windy. So record when I can. Tell you what, lately this weather for mid-February has been something else. Like, you know, we're in the upper 70s, low 80s, and it drops back down to mid 40s at night, upper 50s, low 60s during the day. It's kind of like, hey, we're done with winter. Nope. Pull that windbreaker back out. Nope, we're done with winter. And rinse and repeat. Made, I would say, a mistake, but so on this bike, and I've mentioned in the past, I run hybrid pedals. Day like today, not forecasted to get rain. More on that in a minute. But we're not forecasted to get rain. Path is relatively dry. There's some patches like on the edge right there where still some water from when it stormed last night. And then a couple days ago, stuff like that. But overall dry path, not forecasted to rain. So I'm running clipless today. And my hands are cold. I layered up my torso adequately. Should have wore the full finger gloves. The way the plants are being pushed in the water, yeah, it's gonna be fun on the way back. But oh well. But you know, if it's stuff like where it's gonna be, where the trail is very wet, or I'm riding in a new place, stuff like that, then I'll go flat pedals or flat pedal shoes. To me it's just easier that way, even though on these new Giro Gauge, which I have the Giro Tracker as my flat pedal shoe, the Giro Gauge is my clipless shoe. I had a set of Sidi, SIDI. I had a pair of their road bike shoes. I guess they're road bike shoes. But the tongue on them had zero padding. So I look for something a little different. Something that has a padded tongue, BOA lace system. And I was looking at the Giro line and found something that works. I also went with the Easy Release Crank Brothers cleats. Figured especially for stuff like this, riding in the neighborhoods, etc. Being able to have a smaller release angle for the cleats could end up saving my butt. Even though the release, I mean, I would have to compare them side by side. Doesn't feel like the release is crazy different, but it is different. And so far, half a month into these new tires, and going fine. So everything on those is going pretty good. Hope everything's going good with you all. And if things aren't going good, things get better. There's always an upturn. And if not, lean on those friends, family that are there for you. You know, the ones that say, hey man, call me if you need me. Call them. That's what they're there for. They're your friends. Real friends don't judge. Real friends help out. So, and even, hey, if things are going great, celebrate with your friends. Call them up. Say, hey man, things are going great right now. You know, put new tires on my bike, man. They've been great. The new shoes, they've been great. You know, celebrate those things. That's why we have friends. Celebrate when things are great. Help each other out when things aren't going so great. So, but yeah, as far as things with the bike, everything else went pretty good. I'm really not looking forward to summertime heat, but then I'll just adjust my riding time. I'll do like I did last year, and I'll get up at 4:30 or 5 o'clock on my off days and go ride. Or adjust my shift, going later or something. Make things work. Done it in years prior. One thing I think is pretty cool, and I know not every cyclist is into tracking everything, you know, they just want to see their stats during the ride and that's it. And I get that. I like looking at the data. I like looking at the data over time, everything else. And one thing that I noticed is over the last couple of years, like this past 12 months of cycling, the 12 months of cycling before, and the 12 months before, I've been increasing my miles per year by, one year was the first and second year that I was tracking everything. From the first to second year is 600 miles, and from I think it was that way, 600 and then 400 between the second and third year. So and I think what a lot of that comes down to is just, you know, making my plan in the day of this is when I'm going to go ride, and making that happen. You know, I've been watching this cycling channel, Bulletproof Cycling, and a lot of stuff is like, you know, more, a little higher of a cycling than I'm at. You know, I'm not training for a race or anything, but the fitness stuff, I do appreciate that information. And you ever just forget where you're going with something because you get so wrapped up in something that you're just like, no, I'm talking about something, but then you got to give the backstory. But I don't know. If I think about it, it'll be in another video or whatever. But good channel to watch, and there's a lot of good information out there. And his content's a little shorter form, 10 minutes or so. You can make time to watch his videos. It's not crazy long videos, but I do like his content. But you know, just stuff. That's what it was. Is that he made a video talking about, you know, how people get off work and for school or whatever the case is, with whatever their current stage in life is. Or I shouldn't have slowed down like I did. Oh well. Almost feels like the wind shifted a little bit. But back to the point he made is, you know, people will race to get home from work, and for what? You're just gonna plop in front of the TV and do nothing. So he's like, you know, people are at work. I can't wait to get home. I can't wait to get out of the office. Can't wait to clock out. But then when they get home, it's to get home and do nothing. And yeah, sometimes we have those days where it's just a day, and you just need to get home and kick the feet up and just unwind from the stress of that day. I get it, and I believe, you know, his video was making the point. He gets it too, but you know, I've been doing my best. Get done work, get to the house. If I gotta stay over at work, whatever, things come up at work, but I try and stick to getting my bike ride in. Oh, I really want to get a picture of those waves at that angle, but with this turn, I don't think I'll be able to. Not quite the picture I wanted, but oh well. It's just gonna be my Garmin photo when I send the stats of the ride to a couple people. yesterday, and it's one of those, the context of the story is going to be absent, but I was explaining how what I've been doing with cycling and eating better and the weight loss I've attained, and it was turned with it's the right way to do it, you know. So it's always good. And he's not a fitness guru that I know of. He could be, but hey, you know what I'm doing is working for me, and I'm happy with that. Could I get under the training guidance of a coach and a nutritionist and all that? Of course, but what I'm doing is working currently, and I'm good with that. If I had a goal or something, you know, I need to drop this much weight by this time, then, you know, it might be worth getting assistance in my goals. But I'm good with a pound or two I'm losing on average per week. So, and I'm in this video with something I heard in one of those bulletproof cycling videos, and you know, it's not where you're at if you have a little setback in your plan, it's the rebound from it. You know, if you have a little setback, something happens, you just have an off week, you're sick, busy, whatever, you jump on the scale at the end of that week, you gain 2 pounds, don't worry about it. Don't let that knock you off your plans. Just jump right back on them. Get back to your plan. You'll lose those 2 pounds. Just stick to it. I know I've had a few little, you know, at the end of a week, for whatever reason, oh, I put on 2 pounds this week. It happens. You just do what you got to do, and you say, okay, well, I got rid of those 2 pounds plus an extra. We're back on track. So, anyway, I'm gonna wrap this video up here. See y'all in the next one.